one thing that we were interested about that the trailer dropped was Gladiator 2. And I know you saw the trailer, right, Lily? You already saw the trailer?
Yeah, I've dissected this trailer like 20 million times and I still hate it.
Really? But you like, El Pascal.
I do, and you know what? I think this is the trailer's fault.
Ah.
Maybe. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt that it's the trailer because on YouTube, somebody actually made an edit of this trailer, changing the music, changing the scenes that were actually edited into it, and it actually made me want to go watch this movie. The way that they officially made this trailer, I don't want to watch this movie. I'll wait for it on streaming.
Right, and guys, check it out if you haven't. I'm gonna show parts of the trailer. I'm not gonna play the music because that will get us probably copyright struck because it's hippity hop the rock and you don't stop the rock, which turned off a lot of fans, including Lily, who's a big fan of one of the main characters. Which I don't know, is he a good guy or a bad guy in the movie then?
I think he's supposed to be a bad guy.
Is he supposed to be a guy? See, now I like it even more. See?
He's supposed to be a bad guy. And I mean, they basically tell you the entire story in the trailer, so why even go watch it in the trailer? This is 3 minutes
3
long.
minutes. 3 minutes. It's just so much. You don't need to, I mean...
Yeah, Terry, that was me. I was more interested in the movie before I saw the trailer. Now that I saw it, I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know.
And then you have flashbacks, of course.
See, and this is what I don't understand about the story either. I think they might have clipped it from different parts of the movie, but when they put it together, it sounds like Lucius is stupid because he starts off this entire trailer saying, "Oh, I remember that day." And then 2 seconds later, he goes, "I don't remember my mother or father or where I came from.
But I do remember the day."
Like, what? Like, what do you mean? You just said that you remember that day, and that's your mom. So, what?
Yeah, it's not like he's super young.
No, he's not little enough for him to forget. He's old enough already. So I don't. First of all, I'm already confused
I don't know.
with this story.
I never knew a mother nor father. Sucker, you were
Didn't he
just
just say
with your mom.
He just said 2 seconds ago, "I remember that day."
Yeah.
Unless he means it like, "Oh, my mom wasn't there for me." Another sufrido. Like, "Oh, my mom wasn't there for me. I didn't have a dad. So now I'm a victim."
Pobrecito, no me querían, estuve en la calle, solo ¡Oh! Entonces lo que va a pasar, el pobre va a estar vendiendo chiclets afuera del coliseo.
But like, I don't understand. Like, I remember watching the original Gladiator, and if you kind of like, it's a stretch, but you can kind of see that maybe Maximus was actually Lucius's dad, but it's a stretch because of some things that the characters say. I don't like this plot because the whole point of Gladiator was that Maximus is avenging what happened to his son and his wife. So if it turns out that he has another son that he was unfaithful to his wife,
now you're scarring the character.
Now you just destroyed the character who was this super loving husband and father. And now he cheated and had this other child.
It's the same thing with the Black Panther 2. It's not bad. It's not, good enough that you killed them, but that you now made him a deadbeat dad also. So.
Yeah, and this is like the whole trope that's going on in Hollywood now. Deadbeat dad. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And that sucks because the original movie was perfect. You didn't need a part 2. I don't see how this is. I don't see this character's motivation. I don't understand what the point is of him hating Pedro's character so much. because it doesn't even look like they're connected in any way besides the mom, because I guess supposedly Pedro's character is in a relationship with his mom, but he just said he didn't know a mom or a dad and doesn't know where he comes from. So how does he know that's his mom? Like, I don't understand. And why does he hate Pedro? Because he's now like his stepdad or something? Like, I don't understand this character's motivation. Like, it's very confusing, especially when Denzel asks him later, like, what can I give you to satisfy this, like, whatever? And he says, oh, the head of every Roman soldier or whatever. I don't understand. And Denzel's like, oh, too much. And you're like, why is he so angry? Like, I don't understand his motivation. Like, Maximus wasn't trying to fight the entire Roman army. He used his disadvantage that he had been captured as a slave to move up in the ranks after he found his motivation to kill the emperor. He wanted one guy. Not everyone. He didn't care about everyone else. He wanted one guy.
Well, because you know that that one guy is responsible for everything that's going on.
And that's why I don't understand this character's motivation. That he says that he wants to kill everyone in the Roman army. Like, but why, though? Why? Yeah. I don't understand. This whole story just already does not make sense to me.
As Lily knows, Paula knows, I'm not the biggest fan of Mr. Pascal, but I do love Denzel Washington, McDeal, and he looks amazing. I love this. The man, he just amps it up every time.
I hate to say this, but Denzel feels so out of place in this movie too.
What? He looks amazing. Look at that swagger. Look at the drip. The drip is dripping like drip.
If you go back and watch the original Gladiator, every single character makes you feel like you're in that world, despite the fact that everyone's speaking English in a British accent, because we all know that didn't happen at that time. Listen to the way that Denzel is speaking in this trailer, and it takes you out immediately. He sounds like this was so weird that so many people picked up on it, because I sent it to one of my friends. I said, why does he sound like he's in Training Day? He never left Training Day. This is Training Day 2 for him. He sounds the same. Like, I don't understand how you don't have your actors speaking in a way that fits with the movie that they're making. And it's not just Denzel. I'm hearing Pedro, and he goes in and out of this like cringy accent that he's trying to do too, and it's not working.
I'd have to listen to it more carefully then but I guess when I saw it once before, and then I'm like, let me save it, because actually I didn't even finish seeing it. I was like, I'm just gonna check it out. But then I heard the music. I'm like, definitely can't react to it through the music, so I can't hear it. Or we'll check it out and
that's like taking me and putting me in something like what can I kind of putting me into Pride and Prejudice and having me speak the way that I'm speaking right now.
Right.
That would take you out immediately, because you're like, okay, people didn't speak like that back then, so why are you speaking like that? It makes no sense to me. Like, I love Denzel as an actor. He's amazing. He's made some of my favorite movies, but he sounds so out of place in this. And notice I'm not saying looks. I'm saying sounds very out of place in this, because I don't want people to be like, oh, well, you're saying that just because, he's a black man in this movie. No. He sounds like he doesn't belong in this movie. And to be honest, neither does Pedro. I keep catching him going in and out of an accent, and I'm like, so like, are you trying to copy an Italian accent, and then sometimes you sound more American? I don't understand what's happening. Just listen to them.
So let me see if maybe we can play some of the audio. Kiko says the OG Gladiator was riches to rags, legendary status. Yeah, that we agree on that one. That was epic. The original Gladiator is one of those things that you can see over and over. Mi abuela told me Gladiators used to settle disputes with rap battle. This trailer proved that. Yes, that's if you can't settle with a hip hop battle. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everyone out there. If this happens in the show, I think it's going to be all time greatest movie for me. Because if it happens, if you have a Gladiator hip hop battle at the end, I'm going to be sold. This is going to be my movie.
The music is important to catch your audience. A lot of people were making excuses and they're like, well, whatever music is used in the trailer isn't necessarily going to be in the movie. No, but the moment that you catch your audience is with the trailer. So if you're already taking your audience out of it with the trailer, they're not going to go watch this movie. And this is like a big example because one of my favorite directors is Baz Luhrmann. If you guys have watched any Baz Luhrmann movie, you know that he puts modern music into his movies, but that's his style. Right. That's Baz Luhrmann. You expect that. Every single movie, even in the Elvis movie that he did, he managed to put in modern music into it. He puts a little twist on it so that it sounds kind of appropriate to the period that they're in. I know a lot of people are bothered by that, and I understand it, but that's Baz's directing style. That's what he does. This is not Baz Luhrmann. This is Ridley Scott, and you have him with a Kanye and Jay-Z song. How do those two like go together? Because they don't. That is just it's an odd choice that they went with that, and I understand because those lyrics are good. It's a song called Church in the Wild, and those lyrics are really, really good. So I understand why they chose those lyrics, but it's not the vibe of this trailer. And the fan that remade this trailer, that edited, he took out a lot of the parts where you see what happens, like with the rhino. He cut it just before you get to see what actually happens with the rhino, so that the audience is like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Because we literally see it in the trailer. So it's not a surprise anymore.
Okay. But surprised me lately because, like I said, I haven't watched the whole trailer. Spoiler alert.
He edited the entire trailer down to a minute, and he put the original Gladiator song over it, and it actually made me feel something that I actually wanted to watch it in theater.
Wow. So basically what you're saying, wait for the fan cut.
Yeah, wait for the fan cut. This is not making me want to watch it. I was immediately, as soon as I heard Jay-Z and Kanye, I was like, and I love Kanye. I love his music.
Lily's like, I love me some Kanye, but no.
But not in this. It took me out immediately. And then Denzel took me out. And then Pedro took me out. I was like, oh no.
Oh no. This is a wrong Inside Out, Disney.
Yes. And then this is just a nitpick too, but like, I don't think a lot of people know who Paul Mescal is.
Yeah, I don't even know who he is.
And I don't think, like, he's okay-ish, but I don't think he's like, oh my gosh, he's so handsome, I need to watch this movie. Like, Russell Crowe was hot.
What do you really
Paul Mescal is like,
What's this even done?
So yeah, I don't know. That's a nitpick though. That's just me personally. But the rest of it, yeah, this was a disaster. And I want to love this movie because it's got Pedro in it. I will try to support him whenever he has good projects. But if they're bad, I will let you guys know because I am not going to be a liar.
Yeah, I guess he's mostly like an indie actor. So that's interesting. So this must be his first major blockbuster. Gladiator 2 is mashup of Gladiator and 8 Mile. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Jaime, sí es mi tío. Bueno, se parece igualito a mi tío. Sí, vamos a decir. Actúa mejor que mi tío, porque cuando mi tío lo agarraron con otra señora que no era la esposa, No pudo actuar suficiente.
Oh my gosh.
Mi abuelito lo agarró y... Pobrecito. No quería ser él.
But yeah.
Oh, we got another gifted
sweet.
membership. Jesús Dávila. One gifted membership. Español. Woo-hoo. Muchas gracias, Jesús. That's
Should we get to see the Ewok again?
You want the Ewok? Okay.
Ah, he's so cute. I love him.
Muchas gracias, Jesús. Muchas gracias por siempre apoyar el show.
Yes, thank you so much. But yeah,
really
that was my rant on Gladiator 2.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? Let's see if it comes in. When does the music kick in, Lily? Do you remember?
Maybe I think it kicks in like kind of fast. Immediately.
You have something in you. I knew it from the start.
Okay, so you're saying that makes it sound like he's in training there.
Yeah, he just didn't. He just didn't bother to do anything.
I guess a part of the rage, I guess, is because he's been in battle or something, and maybe they deserted him or something like that. Is that what they're trying to say?
I have no idea. I watched this trailer like 20 times because it just so happened that I had my two oldest nephews here yesterday. So one's 20, the other one's 17. So I made them watch this trailer. Both of them have seen the original Gladiator. Both of them are fans of the original Gladiator. Of course, it appeals to boys, men. They love the original. I had them watch this, and then the first time, both of them were like, "Yeah, it's kind of cool, like all the stuff that's happening, the battles and all of this." And then we kept watching it, and the more we watched it, the more my nephews were like, "Wait, this doesn't make sense. Like, what's happening though?" Like, I guess the first part is they were captivated by the spectacle of it because you do see that they're gonna have some pretty cool battles, especially in the Coliseum. So yeah, of course.
Yeah, and that's historical. They did have those battles.
Yeah, they did.
The sea battles inside the thing, and that looks amazing. I guess they're going from the real sea battle to the Coliseum one.
Yeah, so I won't take that away.
That looks awesome.
That part looks super cool. But the more that you watch it, like they did, the more they watched it, the more they were like, wait, this is kind of weird. They're like, why is this happening? Like they started picking up on stuff and they complained about the music too. They were like, okay, like this is weird that they would use this music in here. And then I think like all three of us were having a conversation and then I was like, dang, like this sucks that like we had Hans Zimmer back when we watched this, and then one of my nephews looked over at the other one and he goes, yeah, damn, we got stuck with Kanye. And I'm like, yeah, sorry guys, we had Hans Zimmer, one of the most genius composers ever, and you guys got Jay-Z and Kanye.
Yeah, but that I don't think you think that they would actually play
No, they're not gonna play it in the movie.
No, they're not gonna play it in.
They're not gonna play it in the movie. But the thing I'm saying is that the trailer sets the mood.
Right.
It's like it's like watching a scary movie, like a horror movie trailer, and they're playing freaking music from Trolls or something.
Yeah.
It takes you out of it. So.
And that's the thing you were talking about, the rhino. That's cool.
Yeah, rhino.
Yeah, but these long trailers do show so much.
It showed the whole movie. Why even go watch the movie anymore?
Yeah, because you almost see like how he defeats it, I guess. So.
No, and it literally shows you everything. So it shows you the beginning, how he meets Denzel. They come up with this plan. They tell you that he hates Pedro. You see a little bit of Pedro's character. You see how he's battling in the arena, and then you get all the way to the end where he's actually battling Pedro. So you know that's going to happen. Pedro's a bad guy. I'm guessing he's going to die. So you already saw the whole movie.
Wow. Oh. And you obviously you're gonna see that, hey, Pedro's gonna fight. And do you think it's like a bit of a bait and switch? He's gonna pretend to be the villain, but then not be the villain, or?
No, I think they're gonna make him the villain.
Oh.
For some reason, Pedro likes playing villains. So.
I mean, certain scenes are beautiful and some look a little bit out of place. I think you're right.
Yeah. And there's Pedro.
And that's the famous scene that they showed in the stills.
And see, you already know they're going to fight. So you already know that the motivation was to get to the general.
Mm-hmm.
And he got to the general. So it doesn't even really matter how. All you know is that he accomplished his goal. So why watch the movie? You know that Paul Mescal's character is the good guy. So they took, like, they gave you the whole movie. Why watch the movie?
Yeah.
And this cost, who was saying that it cost like $310 million to make
$310 million.
$310 million to make this.
That's insane.
And there's already a lot of comments from people saying that they're going to wait to watch this on streaming.
Ooh.
Can you imagine? $310 million. And people want to watch this on streaming.
Huh.
Like I don't know. They better go re-edit the trailer quick and motivate people to go watch it, because it's going to bomb and they're going to lose out on a whole bunch of money.
Wow.
I don't think tying it to the original Gladiator is going to make people even want to really watch this.
Yeah, like, so basically, like, if they were to say, hey, this is just a how do we put it, a one-off, had made it a little bit better, like Gladiator style, but not say it's Gladiator 2, like Colosseum Rises or something.
I think so, because like I said, you're tying it to a legendary character. You're kind of messing up his story. And I don't think a lot of people are going to like that. So I think if they had made Paul Mescal's character not related to anyone, and he was kind of having like a story similar to Maximus in this new empire, I think people would have been a little bit more excited. They would have been like, oh, cool, like another Gladiator story that we're going to get. But since they tied it to the other one, it's kind of like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you think it would probably be better if it was basically like a different Gladiator story. It wouldn't be Gladiator 2. It would be, songs of the Gladiator. Yeah.